right, so I hope you enjoyed that little rendition of Billy Breeze. I'm going to break down everything I did, and I've got tabs for you to follow along if you want to practice or write along with it yourself. And I should first say a little disclaimer is that while I often write out arrangements for songs, kind of note for note of how I like it, and then I type it up and everything, I often end up not playing it that way. So it's not going to be what you just heard exactly what's going to be in the tabs, but it's a good framework. You can play it the same way if you like it, or you can make it your own thing, or you can not do it at all. You know, whatever works for you. But let's jump into it. There's really two main parts of the song, a verse and a chorus. Chorus is the long epic solo that's so great in the studio recording, and Treasure usually plays it the same way live, but didn't really think that worked for this, so cut that out unfortunately. But we've got those two parts plus just a little intro, and that's just playing this. This is also not exactly what Trey's doing, you know, but it kind of gives you that same sound, and I just thought it worked well for this. It's playing a C chord up 2 frets. Forgot to mention though, this is in drop D. If you don't know what that is, you're just dropping your E down to a D. You can just play your E, get your guitar tuner out there, play that down to a D, and now we can play a full D. So just the way I wrote it out, I thought it worked really well for this tune. So we take our C, slide it up 2 frets, and there you go. It's like a very nice spaced out D chord now. And you can use this a lot of times, playing in your electric, playing anytime there's a D, not anytime, but a lot of times. Just try it out. I use it all the time. Just do it that way. Makes it much more colorful, more interesting sounding. So I'm just picking through that, you know. So I just wrote it out that chord, but just kind of play it out very free. And that's the intro. Then when we kick into the verse, we're playing just this part of a D chord, but just down here because we want this note on top for the melody. And I just wrote it out simply, but yeah, I'm kind of messing around playing the bass more than once sometimes. And then we're going to an A minor, but we're just playing the same note on top. So like this, it's not even a full A minor, just an A power chord. And then throwing that F in there. And now we're switching to this F chord. And this may seem weird if you're not used to playing in drop D because, well, here's our F, but we're playing it up 2 frets higher because everything on this string sounds 2 frets lower than it is. So this is our F. So it's a little weird shape till you get used to it. And we've got that hammer on, which is a little tricky with the way the fingering is. So I'd really practice that over and over, really get that down. And sliding up to here. This is now G, but same thing, G here, G here. So it's just a different way of playing G when you're doing this open D and just using these other open strings and stuff. Kind of gives you that spacey sound that I like for this this tune. Yeah, if I could do that now. Then into a B flat. Just playing these 3 notes of the B flat, and then C. Get that little melody. Right into the B flat again, but now it's different this time. And then down to an F ends here, so it's really pretty low. So I decided to add this A on top. Kind of keep that picking pattern going, make it a little higher, it'll fill it out a little bit. And that's the verse, the first time through. Second time, there's that first ending, and now we go to the second ending where it goes to an E flat like this. And I should also say this is key to get a lot of the song. I've got a bass kind of going like this. And if this is all tricky to you, work on just that part first to really give you that foundation. Think of like you're a bass player, just playing a real simple part. You know, we put it all together, it gets challenging, but so we've got that on the bottom. This little folk picking pattern, you know, between. And now going. So, keeping that going, that melody on top. And now the chorus, my favorite part. And I decided to change up the bass part where it's the same thing going, but I'm going back and forth and moving it all with the thumb, getting that part there. So going, this is now again an F chord with this G kind of joining there, kind of color it nicely. So, and that's really what you want to start off, getting that down. Just play this over and over, you know, especially, you know, I don't really make a lot of videos about practice techniques, but I should, because this is not the kind of thing you probably want to just play right through. You want to just really attack, you know, one measure over and over. I mean, even within just, you know, one note, two things, really, really small stuff to really get it down and build off that. So like this, for instance, this chorus part, we want to get that pattern, because then it's the same thing here for, you know, D minor, or really D minor 7 technically. But now actually it changes up here for C, and then the B flat. I threw in some more notes to kind of mix up the pattern, and then back to the F, D minor, there's that E flat again, does it all again. This little change here going, there's a G, there's an A minor there, then a G minor, like this, B flat, and then ends in a D or a D5, you know, just like a power chord. You could do those three that I wrote, or do the whole thing like that if you want to. And then I just brought it back, you know, through it one more time, and then an extra, you know, chorus, just kind of fading out on that, and just a real simple arrangement of it. But you know, if this is something new to you, playing fingerstyle, playing solo arrangements, even simple arrangements can be very challenging. So don't be demoralized if you hear it and you're like, oh, I want to learn this, but you start attacking and like, ooh, this is challenging. You know, it takes some time. I mean, for me to even play that beginning part better, probably would have taken some more practice from myself. I have to weigh sometimes, you know, quality, quantity videos. And, you know, I want to actually keep raising the quality of my videos. And if this is something that you're into and you want to help out, you can help out by hitting that subscribe button down below and hitting the bell next to it so that you'll be notified when I have new videos. Because it not only helps you know when I have new stuff, but it helps me with this YouTube algorithm thing that kind of helps suggest videos and put it out there more. So it helps my channel grow, and that can allow me to have more time to focus on the quality and the quantity too. Really both would be the best case scenario, but it's annoying. I know people ask all the time, but that stuff really helps. That's why people ask. It's not just to be annoying. So yeah, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and check out one of these other videos on Phish if you are so inclined. And I will see you hopefully in the next video.